Hi, welcome to Frank Cine Views. This video is about Annathe's box office analysis. Before going into the numbers, I need to clarify few points because only if these points are clarified, you'll know what is the value of those numbers which I'm going to tell you later. In that first thing is we have to understand what is the difference between net and gross collections because a lot of people you would have seen that the trackers who track the box office numbers, they will tell you in both the figures, one is on the net and on the gross. So just simple, very it's a very small example. It's very similar to our salary, net salary and gross salary. So whatever is paid to you is the gross salary. Similarly, whatever is collected in the box office window, means on the theater, that is the gross figures. But what actually goes to the profit, means the distributors or the producer, that is called the net. Because we have few fixed charges like the theater rentals and some other taxes now, that does not count into the final figures. So this is one point. And a second important point is that this time the movie distribution has happened in a very different way for Anathe. Why? Because usually what happens, the producer sells the movie to a distributor, and maybe the distributor later sells it to different other sub distributors. But here, in between, there is no distributors. It's directly from the producer, that is from Sun TV to the theaters. So I heard before the release that some around thousands of agreements were done between the theaters and the producers. So this is the second part. In this whole figure, we are deleting the distribution part. And third thing is, I'm only talking about the net collections of India. So again, you'll be seeing worldwide what is a collection, and India what is a collection, in Tamil Nadu what is a collection. But here I'm going to tell you only about India net collections. And one more important thing, what I'm tell is I'm not a box office tracker. I follow a lot of websites and I follow a lot of trackers, but there is one or two particular trackers who I have been tracking from quite some time, and they definitely don't belong to Tamil Nadu. So that is why they are more accurate and they are more very specific. And I have compared them later also, and they are very accurate. Why I tell you, because during the film run you will see a lot of advertising that this is gross, this is that, all these things. But once everything settles down over a period of time, the actual figures comes down. So there's a huge difference between what was said during the run and what is actual. But those trackers I have seen, this figure and what they tell is almost same. So that is why we'll not give the exact figures, but approximately that will be the numbers. And next, you have to understand is what are the previous highest top collectors of Tamil movie industries, Tamil movies. So I feel Master is the highest collection in India net. Let me repeat again, net India collections. Master was around 160 crores, and other Vijay releases like Bigil was around 140 crores approx, and his Sarkar and Mersal, those were in 120 crore range. So this is about Vijay. And second, Ajit's Viswasam was in the 130 crore range. Bahubali 2 was in 120 crore range. But here, one more important thing is you have to take what is Rajinikanth's previous movie collections. And yes, Ultimate is 2.0, which was in 410 crore range, approx collections. And his previous, like Darbar and Peta was around 110 crores, and Darbar was less than that. So these are the previous top grosses of Tamil industry. And now let's come to Anathe's collections. The particular tracking was done very clearly for the first 2 weeks, but later Anathe had a big slump. So that is why we could not get the figures what was after the first 2 weeks. So Anathe's first two figures from the release was 110 crores approximate, all India net collections. But after that, we heard that in the third week, few theaters saw some growth. But whatever it is, Annathe would have ended up around 130 crores. So 130 crores approx could be the final Annathe India net box office collections. So if you see Tamil Nadu, Annathe was a hit. But in Telugu, it was a disaster. I don't think so. It has collected anything after the first 3 days. There was a big slump. And talking about other states, since there was no nativity for this particular genre, so it was very nil, almost nil. But overseas is not sure. But except Tamil Nadu, Anatha is a washout everywhere else. So we can't say what is the overall status of Anathe. But Sun TV had a huge expectation on this because Shiva is coming after Viswasam, and it is a Rajnikant with a sentiment, and it is a family genre. So the expectation would have been around 200 crores India net cross collections. So in that case, if 120, 130 crore is definitely not a good numbers for Sun TV. But they have the satellite and the OTT rights. So whatever revenues they could make, I think this could be a profitable venture for Sun TV, but definitely not the level they would have expected for a Rajni starrer along with the Siva combination. So overall, yes, it's a profitable venture for Sun TV, but it is not a typical Rajnikant movie or how it should have been. Why? Because even now, if you ask somebody what are Rajnikant's best movies, everyone goes back to the old movies. Not the old, but at least the range where he was a superstar, like Annamalai, Basha, Muttu. But I don't know, whatever the reasons, this his recent movies like post Kabali and other movies doesn't come. Yes, Shankar's Indiran and 2.0 is in a different league, but otherwise, no. So, this may be a forgettable venture for Rajnikant. Maybe he'll come back very strongly in his next movies. So, let's wait and see for that. For now, this is the box office collections, and I will come up with more collections in the coming weeks about other Tamil movies or whatever movies. So, if you want to know any box office analysis similar to this, then please subscribe to my channel and click the icon button so that you will get all details about this detail reviews and box office. Thank you.